So Man United did it, didn't they? They beat Juventus in Turin 2-1, and we're joined by Sam Peoples, who was out in Italy. How are you doing, Sam?
I've been doing better physically, but
yeah,
I've had a great
big night, a lot of celebrations.
It was great. It was a fantastic trip. It really was.
Really. Look, let me just, because I didn't expect Man United to go over there and get a result. I mean, Juventus are notoriously difficult to beat on their own patch. What did it feel like, that moment when that ball was bundled over, so Chesney kind of fumbled it? Have you seen the goal?
It doesn't matter, really.
It doesn't.
It couldn't have been a better turnaround, I suppose. Because if you look at that game, United won 2-1, but we could have been like 4 or 5 down by the time that Juan Mata equalised. They had so many opportunities. Ronaldo obviously did the business. His goal was outrageous. But United turned it around again. And that's to turn it around away against Juventus. As you said, hard to beat at home. That's an understatement of the century. They're dominant at home.
What describe the moment when that ball went in?
Bedlam, mayhem, pandemonium, sensational.
It's those moments as a football fan you long for and that you wait for.
That's what you want.
Yeah, you go for a season of it not happening, and then you get one moment like that, and it's all kind of forgotten, isn't it?
Exactly.
Did you think the game overall, did United deserve the win? Do you think?
Technically, we deserved the win because we scored more goals than them, but I don't think any United fan will come away and say that United deserved the win.
Yeah.
Because Juventus were far and away the better team on the night. But United have got this grit and determination that's really coming through now. We were 2-0 down against Newcastle. We won that 3-2. We came from behind against Chelsea to get a draw there. United came from behind against Bournemouth as well. So like 3 or 4 out of the last 6 games, we've come from behind to get results. And that's a massive, massive thing that can't be underestimated.
You mentioned a couple of weeks ago that United had 6 games, Jose had 6 games to save his United career. Since then, you've drawn against Chelsea, you lost to Juve at home, and you've won, was it Bournemouth and
Everton as well.
And Everton as well, yeah. So has he done enough so far, do you think, to keep in the job? Is there any risk of him being pushed out?
I don't think so. And I think the main thing for me in these 6 games wasn't just whether because if United eked out some scrappy 1-0 wins, I don't think any fans that weren't on Mourinho's side would be getting on his side. But what we're seeing is a completely different level of performance from the whole team as a unit. Defensively, we're still pony, and we know that. But the strengths that have come, and unfortunately for Romelu Lukaku, the strengths really have come since he's been out of the team. Because with and without Lukaku, United play completely differently. When he's in the team, you need to gear your football towards him, and it doesn't get the best out of Martial, doesn't get enough out of Sanchez, and arguably Rashford too. But in this new system that we've got at the moment, with Sanchez playing centrally in the last couple of games, it's really working.
How important is the Man United game at the weekend? I mean, it's always important. That's a stupid question, but how important is it to Mourinho? And because he's a big game manager, isn't he? He's proved it over and over again. Even when you think Man United are out of it last season, 2-0 down to Man City, come back and beat them 3-2 in the FA Cup against Tottenham, where everyone gave Spurs the advantage. Again, he upset the apple cart last night. He does it again. Mourinho seems to find a way, and I guess that's down to his incredible management style. But how big of a game is this for him? Do you think if you got to get pumped 6-0, he's got to go, hasn't he?
No, he doesn't. Look at you, fucking smirking.
Don't come into work. If you get beat 6-0, do not come into work on Monday.
I won't. That's fine. That's a given. United need to win against City because I think we're already 9 points behind Man City at the moment. And yes, we're not going to be challenging, I don't think, for the Premier League title this year, but losing to City, and someone's got to stop their momentum. I mean, they won 6-0 in the midweek. As good as United's result was, there's City pumping the team again 6-0. They are so far away in terms of their level above where every other team, I think even Liverpool, where they are in the league, it's outrageous.
Did you see Sterling's penalty?
What, kicking the floor? That's a hell of a way to win a penalty, that is.
Do you think he should have owned up and said, no, it's not a pen?
Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't you?
Would you expect that from a United player?
No, I wouldn't want a United player to do it.
Yeah. Because I think, like, when a defender kicks out or pulls a player down, he doesn't say, oh, sorry, ref, yeah, it is a foul. So you didn't. He doesn't say to the ref, "Oh, I fouled him there. You should have given a penalty," does he? So why should Sterling say, "Oh, well, I wasn't fouled, therefore it shouldn't be a pen"?
Because he's an honest human being.
Yeah,
that's why.
Could have done something for his reputation as well, and actually going, if he has a reputation for going down in the box somewhat, but that would have perhaps helped him with referees in the future. What do you think of Mourinho after the game, the cupping of the ears?
Love it.
Yep,
absolutely. When things are going right, Mourinho's shithousery and pantomime villain status is hilarious to watch, and it's fun. It's great, and I like him doing that because it winds the fuck out of everybody. And that's what you want your manager to do and be. That's what Fergie didn't do it in the same style as Mourinho, but Fergie was brilliant at deflecting any attention away from the players and putting it all on him. And that's something Mourinho's always done throughout his entire career, and it is all about him. And last night, the subs made the difference again, and Mourinho's done that the last few games. But I genuinely thought after the 0-0 we had against Valencia at home in the Champions League, I thought it looked like the players weren't playing for Mourinho. But it's not the case anymore. Everybody seems to be behind him, supporting him, and they're showing it on the pitch. And off the pitch, he can do as much shithousery stuff as he wants. As long as the players are playing like that, it's all part of the Mourinho package.
Some people say that it was a kind of, as a Man United manager, you shouldn't be doing stuff like that it was kind of slight on the club, and it's not the way a Man United manager should handle himself.
Oh, piss off. They've got too much time in their hands.
So you didn't find it disrespectful. What was going on inside the stadium, as far as you understand? Why was he so angry, and why did he react that way?
I don't know. Maybe I don't think the Juventus fans gave him the nicest welcome. Obviously, his time is into Milan and what he did there. That's probably the main reason why they were doing something. But Mourinho's just, he's up against the wall at the moment. Everything is against him. So results like this, when no one expects it, of course he's going to try and soak it up. Of course that's what Mourinho does. You're
talking quite positively about what Mourinho's done, and no doubt that felt like a result he would have got back in the day, 6 or 7 years ago when he was at Inter. When he went to Barcelona and shut the place down, and then and got a draw out there and got through to the final. But it's that kind of game management that I guess Mourinho needs when going further in this competition. What happens now though for Mourinho and for Man United? How can you see your season playing out? Do you have any idea about where you might end up at the end of the season? What trophies you might be able to pick up?
I think for United fans, what it is with Mourinho is that we've seen purple patches and we've seen momentum come and go for quite a few times. But this one just feels a little bit different because I genuinely think, had these last 4, 5, 6 results not gone his way, and we did lose against Man City at the weekend, I think Mourinho would have lost his job. I think he would have been sacked. But he's turned it around massively. And it's now or never, really, because it's his third season. You expect in his third season as a manager of his class to be challenging for the Premier League title. I think that's what we should be doing this year. But City are just so fucking good that we're probably not going to be. Even if we beat City at the weekend, it's still going to be hard to see United being in with a chance of winning the league. But, we're just beating Juventus away in the Champions League. Probably the hardest Champions League game we've had in years. Who's to say we can't win the Champions League? Mourinho, no, that's what... Last night was a classic Mourinho performance as a manager anyway. The sort of just scrappy, turning it around, didn't deserve to win, but you win. And that's why those games last night and those performances were why I was excited when Mourinho did come in. Now we didn't see it last year in the Champions League against Sevilla when we got knocked out in the round of 16, but we saw it last night. And maybe the Champions League, why not?
There you go. There you have it. Let us know what you think about Mourinho's actions after the pitch in the comments below, whether or not they can do something against City. Remember, Bull Street is back every day. Hit subscribe and like, and we'll see you soon.